You're watching MSG.
Yes, we're all looking forward to it. It's going to be a great night to go with all the great nights we've had in the King's Hall, Belfast, over the storied years. John Duddy, well, I reckon he's 3 wins away from a probable world title shot. Eastman, 37. His birthday today, as Dara says. Do you think he might have a present for Duddy, though?
The way I look at it is, Jimmy, Eastman, he's dangerous. This is a risky fight, and the last thing to leave you when your boxing days are over is your punch. And Eastman can punch. So if he hangs one on John, now John has a fairly decent chin, but if he hangs one on John, there's a good chance that he could do a bit of damage. So John has to make sure, keep the left hand up and stay away from Eastman's right hand, and everything's fine. He'll win the fight in a late stoppage or in points, one of the two. I'd be happy with either one.
And so indeed with John Duddy. And that's it from the ringside. Now we're going into the ring. And there's a big fight MC, the one and only Mike Goodall.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. Please welcome to the ring from London, the Battersea Bomber, Howard Eastman.
Professional fight. But he lives a good style. He lives in his native Guyana where he was born. And just comes out for the fights. How many more times will he come out? Howard Eastman is in the rope square. There's 47, 42 wins. No draws. He's 135 of them inside the distance, and that's the warning shot for John Duddy. Some boos in the arena for Eastman. He will absorb that and love it. He's heard it 1,000 times. Mike Goodall.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man you've all come to see, the man you've been waiting for, Island's own John Duddy.
To make the walk that so many great ones have made over the years. Johnny Caldwell and Freddie Gilroy. Dave Boy McCauley here beside me. Barry McGuigan. They've all sampled this walk of fame from the dressing room to the ring in the King's Hall in Belfast. It's a mighty atmosphere. Mighty, mighty, mighty. And whatever the music that Duddy is coming into, you can bet your bottom dollar that he is permeating the derriere through the atmosphere of the King's Hall. Nearly 7,000 paying customers in this magnificent and famous old arena in Balmoral, just on the outskirts of Belfast. And there's thousands and thousands here from his native Derry City. From the Cregan to New York via Dublin, Duddy has arrived in the King's Hall, Belfast. Eastman awaits his arrival. A very television-friendly man, John Duddy. Good looking, they tell me. Certainly affable. On the verge of wonderful things. Duddy's in the ring. But there he is. This is his 23rd pro fight. He's won the previous 22 and 17 of them inside the distance. He's loved in America. And his next fight will be late January, first week in February, and that will be on the east coast of America somewhere if he wins tonight. The next fight after that, providing he keeps on winning, will be the St. Patrick's weekend. And that could be here in Belfast for the European title. And if he wins that, it could be a world title shot in America.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on RTE and BBC Sport from Belfast, great home of boxing, the fabulous King's Hall, this is the main event of the evening. Brian Peters Promotions, in association with Irish Road Promotions, on Hunky Dory's Fight Night, the only show in town, proudly present an international middleweight contest of 10 3-minute rounds between and introducing the boxers. Firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the all-white trunks trimmed with black. He comes from Battersea in London. He weighed in at 11 stone 6 pounds and brings to the ring a 47-fight professional record consisting of 32 wins, 42 wins, 35 coming by way of knockout with 5 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a former British, Commonwealth and European middleweight champion and a world title challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Battersea Bomber, Eastman. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, running out of the red corner wearing the green trunks trimmed with gold. He weighed in at 11 stone, 5 1/4 pounds. He holds a perfect record, 22 wins from 22 contests, 17 wins coming by way of the big knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting from Derry, Ireland's very own, John Duddy. The officials for this contest appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control, the steward in charge, Mr. John Williamson, the timekeeper, Mr. Dale Elliott, and the referee who will now give his instructions to both boxers, Mr. Sean Russell.
Okay, boys.
Referee Sean Russell, whose brother Huey won a bronze medal in Moscow at the Olympics of 1980. And a fighter himself, of course, in the past, John. Scheduled for 10 threes. John Duddy, that must have been absolute music, crescendo to his ears with the crowd and the reception he got. And they are away. Eastman is the old foxes, he says himself. And the old fox looking for the young folks coming out of the bushes.
Step back.
How much has he got left in the 37-year-old legs? A lot, I'd say. A lot to teach Duddy. And he's gone to start in, and Duddy's got to hang in there.
Stop boxing.
Stop boxing, says Sean Russell. Howard Eastman. His 48th professional fight tonight for Eastman. And he's 14 years a professional boxer. John Duddy was a mere young boy going to school when Eastman became a pro. Duddy getting busy, but not connecting solidly with that left hand. The early rounds were important in this fight. I reckon if Duddy gets past the first 3 unscathed, he might even skate home, Dave.
Yeah, because what Eastman's coming out to, what he's doing now, it's a bully boy tactics. He's letting Duddy know that he thinks he's the boss, and he's trying to rough John up, and he's trying to knock John out of his stride. So John has to just sit back, gather his thoughts, and think this fight out. Don't get involved in a brawl with this fella on the inside. This fella will knock you about and throw you about and just sap your strength. You just have to pick this guy up and bang him with right hands and left hooks, because Duddy's got a pretty good right hand here, and if he lets it go, Eastman has a tendency to drop his left hand very low, and if Duddy cracks with that right hand, it'll be good night, Irene.
Or even Howard. Duddy tried the right hand there, just skimmed past the jaw of Eastman. Remember, Eastman has been the distance in 2 world title fights. He went with William Joppy. That was over 2 years ago. And he went with Bernard Hopkins. That's great punching from Duddy there, and he's got Eastman over in Duddy's corner, where the Ghanaian doesn't want to be. But he's covered up a lot in the past, Eastman. He's been in with Hopkins and he covered up then. So what can Duddy show? The crowd don't mind if it's an early finish here, and that's what Duddy's trying to give them. He's throwing both hands. Eastman throws an uppercut. That was a good shot from Eastman, and for a moment that stopped Duddy in his tracks. But the Derryman has a heart of a lion, and the chant, listen to it, around the arena. For once they chanted for Barry, Barry. The chant now is Duddy, Duddy.
Well, right.
He has to be very careful with Eastman's right uppercut. It's one of his favourite punches, and he packs a bit of power with it. A punch you can't, it's hard to see it coming because you're so close, but he is a dab hand at getting it right on the target. So John's going to have to be very careful when he's in close to keep his eye on that right uppercut of Eastman's.
Eastman's uppercut is a tremendous punch. That's the end of the first round. Duddy's round, even by virtue of that onslaught he had over in his own corner against Eastman. But Eastman is a cagey old fox, as he says himself, and that right uppercut on the inside is danger.
Yes, it is, but Duddy is doing the right thing here. He wants to keep on this guy, but has to be very, very careful. Keep him at range and bang in the rights and bang in the lefts. You have to pick your punches. You have to fight a smart man's fight here. You don't get involved in a brawl with this guy, because this guy can knock you about, throw you about, and just sap your strength. So take it easy, work your way in, and then let them go.
Massive ambience here in the King's Hall. Fantastic. This man is some draw card, isn't he, John Duddy? Be it Boston, somewhere in Connecticut, New York, Dublin, Belfast. Makes no difference to Duddy. He can attract the customers. That's for sure. This is Brian Peters, 27th professional promotion. And he really has performed almost miracles for Irish professional boxing, the young man from Dunshaughlin. Duddy's left lead, follow with the right. And Eastman knows he's in with a real good performer here in Duddy. This is Duddy's 23rd fight, as you saw on the tail earlier on of the statistics. This is 13th fight in the last 2 years for Duddy.
Watch your heads.
Heads coming rather close there. Sean Russell taking notice of that. And again, Eastman goes over in Duddy's corner. Duddy's left to the body. That was a good left hand from Duddy. He's just kept himself far enough away from that possible or even probable right uppercut of Howard Eastman. Duddy is not letting him out. The good shots in return from Eastman, but they're few and far between.
Stop that. Okay, go ahead. Go back.
There's still some snap in the Eastman punches. Don't mind 37 years. You never lose it. A little bit of the speed may go, but if he can once play at the top level, he can always play. Maybe not at the top level.
What you have to do to a guy who's getting on in years is pile the pressure on him. You have to keep this guy under pressure, but always be very, very, very wary when you're moving in. Always be cagey. Just don't be going wild. But if you pressurize these guys, the older they get, the less pressure they can take, and a lot of times they end up falling to bits.
You saw him trying to throw the right uppercut again. He just landed grazing Duddy, but Duddy's in to punish him. This is good stuff from Duddy. He's putting pressure on, real pressure, but you have to say too, and take notice that a lot of them is taken on the arms and the upper arms of Eastman. He's cute, he's been in with great ones. They don't come greater than Bernard Hopkins and William Joppy was some fighter, and he went the distance with both of those. So he's been around Eastman. He's heard and seen all the bluffers, the shapers and the posers.
But to date, this is the best fighter that John Duddy's ever faced. But it's not the best fighter that Eastman's ever faced. So John has to be wary, because as you said, Jimmy, Eastman's got loads of experience, and John just can't get carried away here. He just has to think this thing through, work his way in, think what he's doing, but don't get too involved. But see this right uppercut of Eastman's, he lets it go, it'll do a lot of damage.
Twice he's let it go, and twice he connected, but not lethally. And Duddy has come away from that clinch and come outside here and boxing at long range. Wherever you want it, Duddy can supply at the end of another round, and Eastman taps him encouragingly and congratulating him as he went back to his corner.
I'm here at the bank to find out why all these people are laughing. Are they crazy? He quit his job thanks to his home-based business. She works from home and stays with the kids. She bought a vacation home working part-time. Sure, they're crazy. Crazy like a fox, because they've all made great money with their own home-based businesses. You could be your own boss, work your own hours, and bring in the dollars you deserve, all from the comfort of home. Just log on to this website and get your success kit. You'll learn how to start a home-based business and live the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. You'll also get this free guide that can show you how to put thousands of dollars in tax savings into your pocket.
The Fox is right. I pulled in big money last week.
I make more now than I did working full-time.
The Fox was right. It's easy.
Crazy? I don't think so. Log on now to get your success kit.
For the ultimate battle. Few dare to walk along the path of a titan.
Shot denied. Wants the crowd into it. Here we go. AC Powell. Yes. Their shot in front scores. Oh, look at that goal. That was highlight material.
Join the battle at Madison Square Garden. Available through Ticketmaster and nytitans.com. Reserve your tickets now.
This is good stuff from Duddy here. He's working his way in. He's getting caught with the odd jab, but he's not going wild. Good, that's a cracking right hand and a cracking left hook. Two good shots from Duddy. He has to keep this sort of pressure on, but as I keep saying, he has to be very careful.
John Duddy. A wink for his famous trainer, Don Turner. Turner has been in with so many in his lifetime, cajoling them, training them, looking after them. Holyfield and Tyson, Pryor and McCallum and Holmes. He's seen them all. The young foxes and the old foxes. Well covered inside by Duddy.
Step back, step back.
It's not going to be an easy fight for either man.
On your home, John, your home, John. Come on.
See that uppercut? There's the right hand again from Eastman. It's 3 times he's thrown it and 3 times he's got in. John Duddy will be aware.
Watch your heads, watch your heads, watch your heads.
They're combing each other's hair in there at the moment.
Hold, John, come on. Watch your head, watch your head. Rick, step back. Do you now, come here. Do you watch your head.
It's a little rough in there, there's no doubt about that. And the token tap of the gloves.
But Duddy's doing the right thing when he's in close. He's turning his head away because he knows that Eastman now is getting pretty dangerous with the head. So what Duddy's doing here is he's turning his head away, turning it sideways so as it doesn't get him face on. And that's what he's trying to do, is protect his face from getting a clash of heads with Eastman's head.
Crowd completely behind, absolutely behind Duddy. Eastman would appear now.
Good stuff from Duddy. As it jab it in and then get the right hand. That's great stuff. Good solid jab.
Great stuff from Duddy. Dictating the fight. So vitally important to him, the young man from Derry. getting near the cusp of a world title shot, but he's got to keep winning. He's got to win tonight. He's got to win in February. He's got to win in St. Patrick's weekend.
Step back.
And then,
keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean.
And then, it could be the big one. But win is the operative word. He's jabbed well, Duddy. He's in against the, as Dave Boy McCauley says, this is the best fighter he's met. There's no doubt about that. You can't buy experience like this. You could box 1 million guys in the gym, and one Howard Eastman for one night in the King's Hall is better.
100% right. You need see to go onto the world stage, Jimmy. You have to beat boys like this. Like Howard Eastman, he was on the world stage. He was so close to being a world champion himself. He was European, British, and Commonwealth champion. So that means he's got loads of talent. And for Duddy to get by a guy like this is a big, big, big feat. Because this fella is still young. He's 37 years of age, but look at him. He looks as fresh as a daisy. He's got loads to do over here, and he's given John a real hard time here. Duddy's in front, but this man, he's still dangerous. You still have to be very careful.
As you can see, this is truly a meaningful fight. Now, was that a friendly tap of Howard's? Or was it just to say, listen, kid, the old fox is still here? Well, it's a good fight, isn't it?
That wasn't friendly. That was a good solid tap. That's a cracking. That right uppercut is unbelievable. He can get it in from any angle, and it's a very dangerous punch. And there's a bit of power with it, so Duddy's going to have to be very careful when he's inside here to keep that chin well tucked away from that right uppercut of Eastman's.
Should Duddy get as far as that world title, it's a bit perhaps premature to be talking. He could be in for as much as $1.5 million. What, you say? Let's call them dollars. And that could be in the summer of next year. He's a good fighter, and from my observation, getting better. He's a good amateur. He went to America. He's learned a lot. But since Don Turner came on the scene, he's learned even more.
Yeah, he's improved leaps and bounds, and you can see that by the way he fights. Oh, that was a nice 1-2 from you. He just bang right away. You get right down to work. The good stuff from Duddy.
Duddy doing well to boxes his way cleverly out of possible trouble.
Stop. No, keep it clean, guys. Keep the head up.
Keep the head up. That's the word from Sean Russell.
Oh!
Smashing
that was
hand.
2 cracking punches from Duddy and from
Eastman. Cracking punches. Absolute brilliant ones. And Duddy really responded. What a fighter he is. One thing, whatever else happens, John Duddy, he'll never be faulted for lack of heart. That's for sure.
Watch your heads. Watch your heads.
It's a tough one this for referee Sean Russell, because quite frankly, this is the sort of fight where the heads are rubbing against each other. There's always the possibility, I'll go even better, the probability of cuts with that sort of rubbing, and neither man wants that. Certainly John Duddy doesn't want it.
Step back.
Duddy scored at a nice left hand on the inside, and he's close enough to Eastman not to allow the Ghanaian to throw that uppercut, which is his lethal weapon.
That left hook's a good solid punch by Eastman as well, so John's going to have to keep the right hand up to and watch that left hook. Eastman's got power in both hands, but he favours the right, but he can still do a bit of damage with that left hook, and he's having a bit of success with it in this round.
He's fought in Belfast before, Eastman. He fought in the Macefield Leisure Centre in 1999. He won that, TKO in 7. This is only the 4th. Duddy just ducks at the right time, gets on the inside, turns himself away, and doesn't present a target or possible target for that right uppercut. Those who paid in, and they paid a lot of money to get in the King's Hall tonight, they can't but be enjoying this. Good fight.
Good solid shots here by both fighters again.
Two good fighters. Men in
another good left hook.
And McCauley is enjoying it anyway. And so are all the other McCauleys here who are in the arena tonight, or whatever name they are. Oh, it's a cracking left hand from Eastman, and that jarred back the head of John Duddy. Duddy knows he's in a scrap. He knows that 37 is only a number. Eastman threw that left hand in deep into Duddy's body.
Keep it clean, boys.
What I want to see, what I'd love to see John do here now is Eastman his head is sometimes very hard to hit, the way he bobs and weaves. So I would like to see John going to the body more.
Did you know about 10% of children in the U.S. have asthma?
And that childhood asthma causes 1 million emergency room visits and almost 10 million missed school days every year.
My name is Ryan Howick, and I play for the New York Rangers. My teammate Blair Betts and I both have asthma. We've had it since we were kids. But asthma doesn't stop us from competing at the highest level.
And many pro athletes have asthma.
Learn to recognize common symptoms and address concerns with your doctor.
In most cases, asthma can be controlled.
Your child can play sports with proper medical care and become a healthier adult.
Your child can breathe easy and play hard.
.170 channels to find what turns you on. XM. Catch the NHL on XM. Every team, every game. Are you on?
Experience Optimum Online's 24/7 live local customer support that was recognized as an outstanding customer service experience by J.D. Power and Associates. Speed, support, security. Get all three with Optimum Online. Now with Optimum Online Express Link technology.
Homeowners, has your adjustable interest rate mortgage gone up? Way up? Fix it at Zoom Credit. At the speed of light, get a fixed rate that's refreshingly low. Everyone who applies receives a free home appraisal. Apply online now at Zoom73.com. That's Zoom73.com. For car loans, debt settlement, debt consolidation, Zoom Credit is America's financial supermarket. Apply now at Zoom73.com. That's Zoom73.com.
Right, come on, boys.
Bucks. Mick Darling has 1 point. Duddy ahead. I don't think Boy McCauley would disagree with that, but the matchmaking here has been terrific for John Duddy because he really needed a big fight like that, and this is a big fight. Forget all that nonsense you may have heard that Eastman was a shot fighter. If this is a shot fighter, give me a terracotta army.
Oh, stop.
Eastman.
Break it up. Keep it clean. Come on.
Keep it clean, says Sean Russell, and he's right. Not that there's any really bad stuff going on, but there's a lot of close proximity. Oh, that's right hand again. That's his son Bunch. People ducked at ringside.
And what he did was he bought it Duddy with a head there also. Like, he's a smart, dirty fighter, Howard Eastman.
Oh, sensational. He tries it again. He tries that right hand again, that uppercut. It's a fabulous punch. And it's the one that John Duddy must regard as thin ice. Do not skate there, John. Head down low when he gets in close, Eastman. He's hard to handle. And it's not exactly a walk in the park for referee Sean Russell either. But this is fighting. This is professional fighting. Couple of good left leads there from John Duddy. Tries another one. Eastman wants to get in close. He loves it in there. And then he only needs a smidgen of room to get that uppercut going.
Eastman is very dangerous with this head of his. And he put it Duddy deliberately after he caught him with a nice uppercut. So he's not only hitting with his hands, he's doing it with his head also. But he's good at it, and he's getting away with it, and it's well disguised.
Now the last 3 or 4 rounds, at the end of them, Eastman tapped the body of Duddy.
Step back.
First it was a tap, then it was a slightly harder tap, and then it could be construed as a punch. I wonder will he do it again? And if he does it again, will Duddy drop him? Coming towards the end of the 5th. I hope you don't, John. Eastman, cruel customer. Been in so many great fights with so many great fighters. Duddy has yet to tread that path. This is some learning experience for John Duddy. As I said before, you can have all the sparring partners you like and all the gym sessions. This is worth dozens of them. Good left lead from Duddy. Scoring punch. The ole, I think it began in Mexico, but it now is all over the world. All sorts of countries sing ole, ole, ole. Dave Boy McCauley, tough fight for Duddy, but that's what he needed.
Absolutely, it's a cracking fight. It's a tough fight. It's the toughest fight he's ever been in. And look, he's getting caught with that right uppercut. It's a cracking shot. He's going to have to, twice in the throat, he's going to have to do something here to avoid. And then, if you see the clash of a head there with Eastman, he bumped him with the head also. Eastman is very dangerous with his head and very dirty. And I think Sean, the referee, he has seen that, but he hasn't really pulled him for it yet, but he should stamp his authority right away, because that head of Eastman's is very, very dangerous.
Not as much hair to wash now as it yesterday, when I was talking. This has been a marvellous card tonight in Belfast.
Second fight
This is the 9th fight of the night. And they've been boxing since 20-5. Place is packed. So a man came in today with a wad of notes, and he wasn't a black market seller, a wad of notes, and he to pay for tickets, and nobody had one, not one to give him.
These are holding our boys, are holding.
Look at how close those heads are coming. If these men avoid cuts from head clashes, it would be a near miracle in this fight.
Oh, two good shots there, one from Duddy and one from Eastman. They're throwing some. Oh, that's a cracking right hand again.
That's that right hand again.
Good right hand from Duddy, but we need loads more of those.
This is punch for punch. Every time one of them lands with a really good one, the other one replies. That's that right hand again. Duddy's feeling those. He's got to be feeling those. This man, Howard Eastman, on his 37th birthday, believe me, he is far from finished. He can fight for as long as he likes. I'm judging on the performance in the first 6 rounds of this one. It's scheduled for 10. John Duddy, though, seems to have weathered it. I thought if he got past the first 3 rounds, that might suffice to get him on course to dictate. But Howard Eastman is showing to everybody here that it makes no difference what your age is.
Correct. Eastman knew, Jimmy, if he was up a good performance here, or even in the event that he beats Duddy, well, that's him back on the world stage, and that's why he's really up for this fight. This guy has really put the effort in the gym. He's still fresh-ish after 6 rounds. He's still there. He's still strong. So obviously he's put his heart and soul into his work in the gym.
And guess what he's thinking? Maybe Bernard Hopkins again.
Who knows?
He's younger than Hopkins. Eastman, as he said himself in the interview before the fight, he said, I'm the wily old fox, and my goodness he is. But John Duddy has done us proud. He's boxed really well, fought really well. And it's a combination of both, the boxing and the fighting, and you really need both in an occasion such as this. Attacked, expecting, and expectant King's Hall in Belfast. Oh, good stuff from Duddy. Busy hands, busy both hands. Left jab again, left jab again. Good stuff from Duddy. We'll have the bell any moment now at the end of the 6th round. And there it is. No tap on the belly this time from Howard Eastman. He decides that discretion is the better part of valor.
When we had taken the step to meet face to face, I was terrified.
When I walked in and I saw her standing over there, she was so beautiful, I freaked out.
Experience what it feels like when attraction is ignited by deep compatibility.
I felt like I'd known him forever.
We sat down next to each other and didn't run out of stuff to say a year and a half later.
It all starts with your personality profile. And right now you can review your matches for free. eHarmony.com.
It's high-tech, it's interactive. It's the Rangers Road Tour presented by Snapple Iced Tea. From birthday parties to block parties, the Road Tour and its staff will bring the game from the ice to the streets all year round. The Road Tour brings video game systems, big screen TVs, street hockey games and clinics, inflatables, and tons of great giveaways and prizes straight to your next special event. Schedule the Road Tour or find out where it will be traveling next at NewYorkRangers.com.
Rangers Run Tour!
MSG Magic Moments continue in January with Brian Leach Night, an entire evening celebrating the New York Rangers legend.
Back to Leach. Leach shoots, score!
MSG will have complete live coverage as Leach is honored at Madison Square Garden, and his number 2 jersey joins the other retired jerseys high atop the Garden rafters. Brian Leach Night, Thursday night starting at 6:30. Part of January's Magic Moments on MSG. Pumped from the heart of New York.
Dave Boy McCauley, you think it's anybody's fight at this stage?
At the minute, in my scorecard, there's one round in it, and there's nothing in it. It's like our front room empty. Nothing in it at all.
Actually, Howard Eastman's front room is packed with beautiful antiques, but that's in Guyana. He's far from being an antique himself. But it's a good fight.
Step back. Come on. Could be turning it back round.
It's just what Duddy needed. He mightn't agree with that at this moment, but when he gets out of the ring and thinks about it all and assesses his own performance, I'm sure he'll agree. John has plenty got left in the tank. I wonder how much Howard is left. This is clean enough anyway. Who's going to take the next initiative? Eastman is with that left hand. Still a snap in his punches in Howard Eastman's. Good left to the body from Duddy. Another good one. Eastman responds with a left hand of his own. This is as close as you'd like here. If you pay to see a big fight, you want to see each man in with an equal chance or as near an equal chance as possible. If you paid in here tonight, or of course if you're watching an RT, you're not paying in anywhere. But Eastman and then Duddy, each man in turn jabbing to perfection, and the crowd rising to the two of them. Now Duddy applying the pressure. Look at Eastman covering up. As Jim Rock says, the wily old fox. Oh, there's a left hook inside there from Eastman. He's adept at pulling out those punches close in when there doesn't seem room to move a finger. He's able to get through a little smart left hook on the inside or an uppercut. What a fox.
See, this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to lead Duddy on, bring him in close, get him on the ropes, and then let one go from the back of the hole with that right uppercut or that left hook, because that left hook's a big swing, and if it does land, it'll do a lot of damage. Oh, good stuff from both fighters, yeah.
But Duddy is the power man. Duddy goes for power. He waves him away.
Jimmy, I think he has Eastman slightly hurt there also, because Eastman was looking for a way out there, and he has him slightly hurt, just slightly. A lot of pressure on here now.
Duddy will know. Duddy will know himself, won't he? He has to keep the pressure on. Sean Russell will want eyes in the back of his head, or certainly the sides, to watch every little movement. Crowd loving it in the King's Hall in Belfast. What a venue for fighting. Good jabbing by Eastman, very good stuff. And equally so from Duddy.
Stop. Such a kid, my brother.
Does size matter?
Size matters.
Size? It makes all the difference.
Yes, it does.
I get the size I want here, because they made a size smaller there.
Now, get the most exciting home gym technology ever in a size that fits your lifestyle. Introducing the new Bowflex Revolution XP Home Gym.
You've got to call for this free DVD.
It holds the secret to stronger legs, tighter abs, and the fit, sexy look you've always wanted in just 6 weeks. You'll see how cutting-edge Spiroflex resistance provides an incredibly smooth gym-quality feel in a compact, space-saving design. Even with its small footprint, you get over 90 gym-quality exercises thanks to these innovative Freedom Arms. Own it now for as low as $35 a month.
Size matters.
Here,
Here.
and there.
Call now for your free DVD about the all-new Bowflex Revolution XP Home Gym.
Whoa. What are you doing?
Playing hide and go seek.
That's hide and seek? I found you in 2 seconds. Get out of there. If you want to win this game, you got to do a lot better than that. Right? Come on. Get in. Hustle. Now that's the way you play the game.
Yeah, Jimmy, I think Duddy's pressure is paying off. You know, he's piling under pressure. Jim Rock and myself are saying here he does go through these little periods in a contest where he seems to sit back a little bit and relax. But he certainly has started to up the pace again a little bit. And perhaps at this stage now the pressure will start to tell on Eastman. But nevertheless, he's still a very, very dangerous puncher. Very cute, very clever. And that right uppercut is always dangerous. And of course that left hook as well. So Duddy still needs to be very, very careful. But the feeling that the pressure is paying off for him.
Mick Dowling there, 8 times Irish bantamweight champion, the only man ever to win 8 in a row in the same weight division. That was of another day. On this night in Belfast, it's John Duddy that the crowd pay to see, but I'd say they're also admiring the wily tactics of the great Eastman, Howard Eastman. 3 rounds to go.
Watch your heads.
Watch your heads. How often has Sean Russell said that tonight? Duddy is applying the pressure. Referee says stop. He has to give Eastman the benefit of the doubt.
No, he heard.
Surely did.
He heard. There's no doubt he heard. I heard from here. So if I heard from here, Eastman heard from there.
And you have headphones on you.
Correct.
Absolutely. But there again, he says, look at my age. My hearing's not as good as it used to be.
John, you're holding.
This is a tough fight for both of them. It's a tough fight for Sean Russell refereeing it too, I can assure you of that. And I'm right down at ringside, in the very row beneath the ring. Right hand from Eastman with a good punch. Right hand from Duddy was another sweat scatterer. Duddy's trying to push him into a corner and start applying the pressure. Eastman ducks at just the right time. He catches Duddy coming out of the corner with the left hand. This is some fight. Good right hand from Eastman. Good right hand hooking in on Duddy's jaw. Duddy feints to throw a left hand.
Back! Step back!
John Duddy, who'll make the next move? These last couple of rounds are going to be absolutely vital in this contest. But they feel that Duddy is now the pressure fighter and that Eastman may just be showing E on the tank. But when it shows E, that means there's still a few gallons left. His punches are not as crisp as they were. But we daren't speak like that too soon about a man who's as wily and experienced as Howard Eastman. But so he was out of range when he tried the right hand there. Duddy scores on the inside. Good power by Duddy. Well taken by Eastman.
Watch your heads.
Watch your heads again. Sean Russell, you can put that on tape and release it as a DVD for Christmas. Watch your heads. Eastman tries the left hand. It's just out of distance. And Duddy is the man who's applying the more pressure, throwing in the more punches. Good stuff from Duddy. He's won this round, that's for sure. And winning it more as each second passes by.
But he still has to be very careful here, because that Hardy's, he's still very dangerous. He's still got a good right hand, and he's still got a good left hook, as we can see now. He's still a dangerous man, even at this stage.
That's been another good round. And they brushed heads as the round finished. There may be a lot of love lost when the fight is over, but there's no love lost in the ring.
You know, some people say I'm opinionated. To put it politely, is utterly nonsense. Others might say I talk too much. What's going on down there? I think they're right. How's it going?
The Boomer Esiason Show, Wednesdays at 10:30 on MSG. Watch the Rangers on MSG for your chance to win tickets to Brian Leach Night, January 24th. That's right, you can win tickets to the very next magic moment at the Garden. Just watch for a special clue during Rangers games on MSG. Get more info now at NewYorkRangers.com.
The Optimum Triple Play is now available to our current cable TV customers.
The Optimum Triple Play changed my life.
Now, when you sign up for Optimum Online and Optimum Voice, you can get IOTV for as little as $29.95 a month, too.
I can check my stocks online faster.
Videos and photos? Download in seconds.
Get Optimum Online, the fastest home internet access, 5 times faster than DSL, for just $29.95 a month.
Talk as long as you want. The price never changes.
I get free 411 calls.
Get Optimum Voice with unlimited calling to the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, and 13 calling features included for just $29.95 a month.
I can watch every sports team in New York free in HD.
Over 200 crystal clear all-digital channels.
And you can get IOTV with over 200 all-digital channels and free HD for just $29.95 a month, too.
Faster internet.
Unlimited calling.
Better TV.
Our best deal ever is now available to our current cable TV customers. The Optimum Triple Play. Call 1-888-GET-ALL-3.
Optimum Triple Play? I love you, man.
Good stuff here again. Both punchers having good success here. Good right hands, a good left hook from Howard Eastman. But Duddy was piling the pressure on, getting in there and digging deep and letting the punches go himself. But both fighters did well that round, but I just give Duddy that by the smallest of margins. Because he was a guy going forward and he was a guy that was throwing all the shots and most of his punches landed.
Now you wonder what he's got left. He's certainly got the tricks left. He's certainly got the punches left, but whether he has the pep left to continue this battle, a hard battle against the younger man, nearly 9 years younger, John Duddy. I'll tell you one thing we found out tonight for absolutely certain, if we didn't know before, Duddy can sure take a punch. In heart and courage and skill, Duddy is a good one.
Good stuff from John Duddy. That was a good overhand right. If he piles the pressure on here now, but at the same time being careful, you know, he can make life very, very, very difficult. That's it, stuff. Good stuff. More stuff we got. Next 1, 2, and bang that right hand. Great stuff.
It's pressure with caution. That's what Duddy needs.
Yes, correct. That's the word I was looking for.
Ninth round of 10, the penultimate round. And you've got to hope now, if you're a John Duddy fan, that he doesn't walk in to a haymaker, because we believe that he is ahead in this one. Unofficial, of course. We have no access and nobody looking over the shoulders of the referee. Well, you'll have to get in the ring to be doing that. But Duddy has fought well, and this is going to stand in magnificent stead for greater battles ahead, and greater battles there will be, have no doubt about that.
I can guarantee if he comes through this fight okay, Jimmy, his fight game will improve 50%, because this is the sort of fight that John Duddy needed. This is the sort of fights you need to go onto the world stage, and if he comes through this okay, he's there.
This fight is being seen tonight in the United States of America, and they know Duddy. They certainly know him on the East Coast, but they know him everywhere after this. And then, as I said, in the first week in February, he will fight again. That would probably be somewhere in Connecticut, maybe outside Hartford, where there's a great venue. And then after that, there's the famous Patrick's Weekend, which the McLaughlin brothers put on for the Irish Ropes promotions. That's always in Madison Square Garden. But Duddy may come here to Belfast, to this ring, to fight for the European title, and they'll show it by telelink to Madison Square Garden. He's got to keep winning, and he's winning now, with 1 and a bit rounds to go. A great opponent for him was Howard Eastman. A great and worthy opponent. Now you know why Eastman and how Eastman went the distance with the famous Bernard Hopkins. How he went the distance with the brilliant William Juppy. You can see it.
Well, you're holding.
He's holding. You're
holding, Fox.
And the referee's telling him about it. And rightly so. John nods his head in agreement.
Stop.
A few seconds to go on this one. Duddy makes a full turn. Helped by the arm of Eastman.
There's a slight cut down the right eye of John Duddy, but it's not in a dangerous place, and it's only a small trickle.
1 round to go, and there's blood not oozing, but certainly slightly dribbling out of the right eye of John Duddy.
What's up, everyone? Pete here, and welcome to Blue Hippo, where anyone can get a brand new, brand name computer regardless of their credit. Take a look at this. You can send emails, download music and video, even organize your finances. This is a fully loaded desktop computer. Let's take a call. Hello, caller?
Yeah, hi. I have really bad credit, and I've been turned down before. Can you really help me get a computer?
Do you have an active checking account and a home phone number?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's all you need. So, whether you want a desktop or you prefer the convenience of a laptop, you can get either one regardless of your credit. And if you order now, we'll send you a free color printer and a free flat screen TV so you can watch your favorite shows and movies and print and email digital photos. So to be clear, when you order today, you can get your choice of a brand new desktop or laptop with tons of great software, plus a free color printer and a free LCD TV. And remember, there is no credit check and your approval is guaranteed. But you must call Blue Hippo now.
Hey guys, thanks for coming.
Are we in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble. I just want to set some ground rules.
Like what?
Well, remember last week when you hit Vinny in the head with the shovel?
I do not recall that.
Of course not. Well, it was pretty graphic. Too graphic for the kids. So I'm gonna have to block you.
You know, I gotta make this up to you. This is Vinny's watch, and I want you to have it. You deserve it.
Thank you. That's really not necessary.
No, come here.
1 round to go, and the crowd in the King's Hall have gone up to peak. These two fellas hug each other with a round to go. They've been brilliant. They're giving the crowd a fight to remember, a night to remember in the famous old King's Hall in Balmoral. Duddy has fought like a true champion of the future. Eastman has fought like a true champion of the past. And ever the twins shall meet. Ever. This is what fighting's about. To be able to give it and take it. Learn as you go along. And I bet your bottom dollar that John Duddy has learned more tonight than he has in all his 27, 28 years on this earth.
You're holding.
And Eastman isn't beaten yet. Not at all. If he could just flash out. But I think his tank is not alone showing empty. I genuinely think he's down to the dust particles in the tank now.
Yeah, well, he's looking a wee bit drained, but there's still a lot of fight left in him yet, Jimmy. He's still throwing the punches. He's catching Duddy with their left hooks and the right uppercuts, so he's still doing a bit of damage. But Duddy's replying with his jabs and stuff, but there's still a lot of fire in Eastman's belly right now. He wants to win this every bit as much as John Duddy, because if he does, he's back on the world stage.
Back for sure. It's a win for either man is big. It'll put Howard back. He'll be looking for one of the champions to have a go at again. He's by no means has conceded in anything, in life or in this fight. But Duddy is going great. How much has he left? He has 1 minute and 24 seconds to go.
And I can guarantee you when Duddy's hand is stuck up at the end of this round, that his fight game, as I have said earlier on, his fight game will improve by at least 50%, because this is the sort of fight that John Duddy needs. He needs this, and this is great for him, and he's coming through it at this moment in time. He's coming through fine. All he has to do now is stay on his feet and don't get caught with any haymakers, and he's home in a boat.
Yes, Duddy is on the cusp of a victory here, a famous victory in the King's Hall in Belfast. It's a long way, as I said, from the Cregan in Derry. There's many a pain between that and success, but the pain will be worth it. just not for the victory here, but the stepping stone it'll be for other days. But this Eastman man is really a character, a fine professional fighter, and he's showing everyone why he's such a fine professional fighter, rubbing his head across that face of John Duddy, but no damage is done. Duddy's getting in there. It's a great finish to a tremendous fight. There's 15 seconds left, and John Duddy is winning. Well, I'll be surprised if his hand isn't raised. But that's a great right hand from Duddy, and a great response from Eastman. Left, right from Eastman. Fabulous stuff. 1 second to go. And we can hear the bell with the bedlam. There it is. Duddy appreciates the fight. It's been a wonderful fight. Howard Eastman, you're a credit to your profession. And John Duddy, one day down the line, in less than a year from now, if you keep fighting with that heart and that wisdom, you will be fighting for the biggest prize of all. Eastman got a few boos when he came into the ring. It's applause he should be getting now. He's been fabulous. But John Duddy... had a great night, a wonderful night for Duddy. And Sean Russell just counting up the scorecards. Referees have to be good at arithmetic too. Everybody on tenterhooks here. We were marking it up here. Dave Boy McCauley and Jim McGee, and we have Duddy winning by maybe 3 rounds. So here, at least 3. Here is Mike Goodall. Here is the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'd like to give these boxers a big round of applause on 10 excellent rounds of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Sean Russell has scored the contest. Howard Eastman, 94 points. John Duddy, 96 points. The winner. And now,
more or less just as we saw it. A couple of rounds in it, and John Duddy has won. And the success story continues for the pleasant man from Derry. John Duddy has won tonight in Belfast. No title at stake, but what there was at stake was the pathway to a title. Next it'll be a fight in America, then probably a fight back here in Belfast, and then, all being well and win, he will then go on to be a contender. I could have been a contender.